don't know if you still see my brightness or you're still having a challenge with the level of brightness that I gave you out there. But I have a small voice challenge because of prayer. Pray. I have a challenge with that. But by the grace of God, His mercies, His kindness, His love has brought me so far. And I'm grateful to God for the gifts of life. Yesterday it was a blast. It was a bigger blast. Yesterday it was a great time for me. I want to say I'm so grateful for all of you for so far the good things you've done towards my life. And I'm so grateful to God for what you did. May the Lord bless and keep you. Yesterday was my birthday. Thank you all for the wishes you gave me. I want to take opportunity to thank my wife very much for the things she did for me. I'm so grateful to her. I love what she did for me. Thank my family. Thank my friends. Thank all those who deserve to be thanked. I'm grateful to God for what He did yesterday. It's been a blessing to me. It's been so kind to me. The Lord has done what He's supposed to do for me. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank all of you for your wishes since yesterday. I want to say thank you for what you have done for me. I'm grateful to God for your life. Thank God for giving you to me that what I deserve, my level of appreciation I deserve you give me is good. That even up to this time, the Lord Himself will do what He's supposed to do for me. I thank you and bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord protect you even as we go through today. So today is a very simple story we have. COVID-19 has come and there are so many issues that are coming up here. I came to ask that if you are being very honest to yourself as a woman in marriage, and there have just been a problem that the problem is proving that your honesty or your faithfulness in this relationship has been challenged by an evidence which the evidence is not really an evidence of truth, but is becoming a inhibition in your relationship. The mpawkyerɛ ne sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa na wote awade ase na asɛm kɛseɛ bi esi wɔ awade enum na saa asɛm kɛseɛ na esi nti no ama no ho kafoɔ mentemi ho ase bi aba ama enkoyie na engyina so a wo ho kafoɔ wɔ no engyina so no mu no nokora kɛseɛ bi wɔ mu na saa nokora na ɛwɔ mu no ɛyɛ wo ntorɔ enye nokora sɛ na wo ho kafoɔ ehunu no entoro ɛna ɛyɛ nokora efisɛ wonni ɔkamafo wonni obia ɔbɛgye watum sɛ ɛyɛ sei ananyɛ sei. The challenge is that a young woman whose husband is not in Ghana, but they got married and they've been married for some time now. They have a child, and what happened is that they have in the first 3 years of their marriage, before the young man would travel out of Ghana, they were having challenges with childbirth. But by the grace of God, just about some few months for the man to leave, God intervened and she took seed, got pregnant. And right after the pregnancy and everything, the man came down again, bought ticket, came to do the naming ceremony with the family and everything in the child. The child has grown up to about 9 years now. The child will be 9 years this year, 2020. But something happened. And what happened was that an issue occurred that the man needed to do some level of documentation. And in the documentation, a request of DNA was asked. When the man took the initiative to do the test so they could have the children going, the single boy that they have for now, because the man has not been very, very present here, it was difficult to have the first child. DNA proves that it is not for the man. Now, the woman is being very honest that He has never ever had sexual intercourse with any other man after they got married. And before marriage, she stayed 3 to 4 years with no sexual intercourse with anybody before meeting the man. She's never been a sexually active person. The record of her sex life is that she'd had sexual relationship with only, and I'm saying only per her narration, in her whole life before she got married, at age 32, she had sexual relationship with only 3 men. And out of the 3 men, the longest person she has lived with was the person that she thought was her last stop to get married to her, until the guy left her and went to marry somebody else. What am I saying? Right now, the test came out during the request by the Home Office from the country of origin where the husband is. And in that request that was made, a DNA was part of the request that was supposed to be made. And when a DNA was made, unfortunately for the woman, the child doesn't belong to the father. But the woman has not had sex with anybody. The woman has never had sexual intercourse with anybody ever since they got married. Never. She has never had sex with anybody. I believe her. Because I have things I do to inquire from people when they are lying. The child has been born. The hospital that the child was received, the antenatal and everything that was done was one side. And right now as we speak, the child in question, unfortunately, has, with a picture that was given to me, and the husband had a serious resemblance of the father and has the skin color, unique skin color of the father, who is the husband. But unfortunately, the DNA of the child is not the father. The child resembles the father. He has the skin, he has everything, but his DNA is not the father. And the Home Office is holding the man responsible because the man is working in a high security company, one of the highest secret places in the country that I'm talking about, not in Ghana. So filing for his family is very easy. Unfortunately, ever since he went, he's done all the things he could do for other people. He thinks the time is up to come for his wife and children, and child, sorry. But the results that is coming out from his Home Office shows that he has lied to Home Office. But he filled the form because he knows very well that he impregnated a woman. He knows very well that he impregnated a wife. And before he left, the pregnancy, and he was with the woman when the woman got pregnant, and he stayed with the woman within his documentation before he left. He stayed with the woman close to 6 months and a week, some weeks before he left. So he even knows very well that he was only with a woman, and the woman has nowhere to go except her workplace and whatever. And there is nothing from the man's doubt. But the man's question is that, why is the child not mine? The woman has been asked by many people. She still says the same thing. But it sounds like everybody right now in question is not believing the statement of the woman. But I believe her. I believe her very well. Me, George, I believe the woman. I believe the woman too much. I'm telling you. I believe the woman. So the question we are asking today is simple. The maker and said, the maker and the back up say, or by be the new Kunatina, and 1 wire day. Yame wa dumoma woba. Bemani to Quanqua Bruchri, or was fire your funu, Krumuano, or more in Fiemi and Sanyin Senamba. Bema ne kwan bibie kese ma no betikwa akwa abirichire no. Nyame bie sa kwan ne ma ne na anche bia ena nyensen nso a omo twem busome miensa no. De ba ye de nyame nkwa ne nim nyensen na ba. Na nyensen ne ba ye no. Ya wo akola no. Akola ne di mfie 7. Bema na adwuma akonya abirichire oye no. A highly security sensitive area. Enti wonya nkwan se o mefa ne busuafo nko. Ena home office for ye krata mo hwe security nyama so ka se o file amana de kire se ne banie ni nyama no DNA ka wonye DNA na eko DNA ne baaye no de ko ba mu ni se abofra na no be ma no kiro se ne ba no krata so ye mogyan hwehwe mu no abofra ne nye ne ba ye mogyan hwehwe mu no krata apie ye kire se abofra ne nye ne ba. And a home office for ye na ye de call straight no ono so ema Lancet aye laboratory company bi e wo kromu a o magidi mpa amo so mu ye moja hwehwemu no ma ehwe se abofra na ye ka sanya ne de ne kura na abofra ye ka na asem ne widie mu na nimdua ene sana ne bobre tie no eti se bema ne pepepepepe badi moja ye hwehwe woni mu no moja ne resource ba ye kire se abofra no onye ne dia na enkoma ye di enne se ede menteme ho asibia ba na oyawade ewum ne se obi ofro ba ne bia se ba ma de on ne te na wo fom no na wo ka no kra eya nyame o surumpo de nsaka na koma no mfa abo ne nchew enkoma ye di enwumire ni se entro kesiesi abe oba ne ka no kre a obia egie di se di oba ne ka no enye no kre enti yon ka no kre na no kro mo po oba ne enka ne se eye no kre se abofra no meni obi ne kodae na nyami kunu asofo de na tenase edifo de na tenase abusua panyifo de na tenase oba ne kra ne papa echibi ba eye lawyer penyin wa friend de na transaka chense no kura kan hu hia oba ne se ne sofo a ogidi se ogidi din so friend ka chense eto de bia ye nyina timi ye mfomso enti mfomso a waye no ni kunu na aka se onja na ware na obehwa abofra no na openu kura ne keke na otumi adi aye ni bibi. The woman's question is that the father, the man's father, his family, everybody is telling her she should speak the truth and be free. It's like everybody is against her. And she knows in her heart she has not slept with anybody apart from the husband. But it's as if as we speak now, everybody is saying that, Madam, speak the truth so your husband can forgive you. The woman has done several, she brought, the evidence that she brought me, she has more than 3 different DNAs, and it's not a small amount of money. She is also in doubt. She herself is in doubt. They've done blood, they've done the mouth swab, they've done the hair. Everything proves that there's no resemblance in the score for the child being the man being the father of the child. Aka House did it. I mean, I don't even give credit to some of the laboratories. But the woman's problem right now is that everybody is telling her right now she speaks. Just admit so you are forgiven. She's saying that her admitting to the fact that she has gone behind the husband to have a child will kill her because she's not done that. Nobody's believing her. The doctor, even the doctor who delivered her, is saying things. And because of her faith, she's tempted to go to a shrine to prove her innocence. And that is what brought her to me. She's going through psychological challenge. Her things are not working anymore. She's not being normal to herself. She can drive past her house. So, by the grace of God, when I met her, I've stopped her from driving. But during this lockdown, her crisis is becoming more. Not because she has a mental problem, but her anxiety disorder is causing her not to be able to stay carefully at home. The man's phone call is something to her. The man's picture, the man's name irritates her so much. And it's like everybody around her says, just admit that you are wrong so your husband will forgive you. My question tonight is, at what stage can one say that this thing that we are having, the results of the DNA, is really the fault of the woman, that she has gone to have sex with somebody else? That is why we have wrong results, that the child is not for the husband. Why is everybody accusing the woman and saying that she should speak the truth? What truth is there for her to speak? Why? Why are we all making it like the lady is lying? Why are we all making the issues like she's not honest? Is it that you think that a woman will go and have a child somewhere and will hide it from the husband? Between the man and the woman, for me, the woman spoke to me. And the way I have not spoken to the husband, because for me, honestly, I don't need a husband to talk to. I don't know what I'm going to say to the husband. Because it seems like I spoke to the cousin of the lady, the one who referred the case to me. And her statement and the reason why she called me and brought the cousin to me is to convince the cousin to admit that yes, she has gone wrong so that the husband will forgive her. And I think like everybody is making the man a hero. Is it because she's in Abrochi? Or what? Nobody is taking into serious thinking the feeling of this woman who has gone through CS to deliver this child, and clinically the doctors are saying that her challenge for even having more children, because of what she went through and the pain she went through this pregnancy, because she was having serious conditions before this child came, and lo and behold, the child is tested not to be for the man, and she has never had sex with anybody. She's contemplating to go to the shrine, which I don't even think is right as a faith-based person whose faith and belief is not in that, but a way to prove to everybody that I am innocent. Why is everybody saying she should speak the truth? My first question is, between the husband and wife, who will have to come and coerce each other to just admit a wrong thing so that the marriage will continue? Do you believe the woman? Or you think that the world we are in, the woman might be lying? Do you also have any other way round that we can deal with this story? That this woman will have a freedom, because her flashbacks, when I met her, he says some of the words that the husband has spoken to her when things were not going down well. And let me tell you a bit of the story. The pregnancy was not coming because the man had sperm challenge. So for 3 years, the woman was not a problem. But even she says that during that 3 years, she went to every hospital. She went to do the washing of the womb that she was not supposed to do. She went to do so many things because during the 3 years, the man kept saying that she doesn't believe there's a problem with him. Telling you a little bit. So in the 3 years of the marriage, she has suffered from the hands of the in-laws. He said prayers be what? She was not against prayers. But like every available spiritual person who comes around, she goes to a church that when a guest preacher comes into the church, she's the first to be invited to be prayed for, not the husband. But the reason for the delay of the pregnancy was not her fault. It was that the man had a challenge with his sperm. So he needed clinical help to boost her spermatozoa. And the drugs that he's supposed to go for, he was not even ready to go and see the doctor. Until one day, they convinced him to the extent that he went to see a doctor, not with the wife, and brought the results. The woman only chanced on the man working on the sperm when she saw this drug. And because of her background as a medical person, she knows that the type of drug the man is taking is because the man is working on his sperm or spermatozoa. So the problem was from the man. And the man got to know that he had sexual problem in impregnating a woman. But for 3 years in a marriage, didn't tell the woman. But the woman finally saw at the end of the 3rd year that the husband was on drug to work on the sperm per the drugs that she saw because of her medical background. That was when she went close to the man and said, so if you are not ready to go and see my doctor, why did you even tell me you have gone to see a doctor and your medication? He said they discussed it, and the man said he was comfortable with a particular doctor who was taking care of him. Then the woman stopped going to see her gynecologist, even though within her health fraternity and where she is, they are supposed to go and see that particular clinician. As if to say you work in hospital and you work in a company A, and you are supposed to go and see a physician here so your bills can be paid. The husband, because the husband was not comfortable to see the company clinician or a doctor or a physician, he decided to go to where he is comfortable with. And because of that, the woman too stopped going to where she was comfortable. And the woman who loved the husband followed the husband to go and see the doctor who was seeing her. And that was when the doctor they were seeing said, oh, madam, welcome. The man is also, he works on women as well as a gynae person, and took care of her and then made it clear to her that it is your husband has a challenge. Your eggs and your tubes are balanced. You went to do all the things she has done. The doctor said it was not necessary for her to do because she has no problem. But the problem is the husband. So he has given the husband some drugs to take and come back for a test. They should all wish for the best for the husband. The husband was on the drug for more than 1 year, 3 months and above. So it was then that she got to know that the husband had a problem and was working on it. Now they all go to the same doctor. So when the drug got to a point and the husband's spermatozoa came up, it was when it came up that finally, what happened was that she saw that the husband's sperm now is ready to impregnate. So the doctor told her, if your husband after this drug is still not able to do the speed we are expecting, we will pick up the sperm and fertilize the embryo and give to you. So they were definitely going to do an IVF if the man's thing will not work. She said she went to God in prayer and sought after the face of God and became more religious, asking God that after this drug, let everything work. She went through this phase and she believes that the pregnancy that she had from the husband was one of the intervention of God's mercies according to her, the prayer she said to God. In all this narration now, the same man, the same husband, who can testify to what I'm saying, now says, once the DNA of the child is wrong, he is doubting that the wife went to have sex with somebody else and just wanted to make him feel comfortable. So the count of the sperms and everything that has come, he doesn't even believe it. When the DNA came, the man is saying so many loose things. The woman said one of the painful things the man has said, that no matter how truthful they will prove, it's difficult for her to let go, is that the husband said that he believes that the wife had sex with should I say it? The woman said, the husband told her, be honest with me. Tell me the truth. Did you have sex with my daughter? I don't know if you see. This is the pain of the woman. That the husband's conversation between the two of them said that he believed that the doctor, the day the doctor saw the wife, the way the doctor behaved, he's believing that the doctor is the one who had sex with the wife. And the doctor is the one who are taking care of them. So the doctor knows that the sperm he says he has come, blah, 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 was not correct. But intentionally has sex with the wife to have a child so that the man will feel okay. And they came together to take money from him. This is what the husband told her. And she's not been able to tell anybody this nonsense. The question is that, is there any way that will say this husband has a case? Sorry for my voice. Does the husband have a case? Does the husband have a case? Do you want to believe that the husband has a case? Can we say the husband is right? Because the challenge is that, why will you doubt? Why will you doubt your wife? Why will you tell your wife that he slept with a doctor? The DNA is a proof that the child is not for your husband, but your wife is being honest. She's not slept with anybody. Most reverend. I go. Yesterday was my birthday. Didn't wish me happy birthday. When was your birthday? Yesterday.
I didn't know it was your birthday. Oh, please. Belated happy birthday, Counselor. Oh, to be honest, I didn't know.
Unfortunately, I celebrate my birthday throughout the month, so I'm forgiving everybody till the end of April.
Your birthday fell on Easter Monday?
Yeah, this year it fell on Easter Monday. Yeah. Oh, I was born on the 13th of April.
We're remembering the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Yes, I mean, it's been a time. And sorry for my voice. Easter is our time, prayer time.
You're also a servant of God.
So the voice is just cracking like that. This time we need to pray.
But I heard you went to the cemetery to pray.
Yes.
I saw a video.
Yes, the Lord led me to. Okay. It was a direction. So it's difficult explaining so much to people, but we've got to do it
for them to understand.
Charlie, because our problem today is something.
It's huge.
It's painful. I don't know if I should give you a chair. Okay, you want to go and tell your people that they should be fast. Look at Agosia. Where she's not reading news, she wants to tell them to go fast. If she's reading Kanyama, I'm looking at the fairness. Is this man being fair to the wife? When your system was wrong, she stayed and was going through pain. Every doctor saw her. Every prayer warriors prayed for her. Everybody said, whoa, whilst the problem was coming from the husband, and the doctor that was your friend who gave you medicine so that your sperm will boost and you have impregnated your wife. You have told your wife that you are suspecting that this child that is not yours, it is the doctor that had sex with her. Is it fair? I don't think it's fair for me. I'm not taking side, but I feel that this man should do something else. I could say it's God. She'll come back. She wouldn't start text. At times, her views are also important, He said that, okay, so let me begin to read some of it. He says what? The husband has a case to a certain point. Wow. Tell us the case the husband has. What case does the husband has? If the man cannot believe his wife, then why did he marry her at the first place? If the result is in your favor, you will believe. I think I not believe in the DNA in my life. Somebody say he has never believed in the DNA in their life. I have seen some before. Hey, now could tell us, Dromo. Share with us, Dromo. Thank you, Emmanuel. Share the page. I mean, the most important thing is that this class, the School of Marriage and Relationship, We need more people to learn. It's not about me. I tell people that what I come to teach is not about me. Every day I tell you, it's not about me. Oh. So it's not about the people who are watching me. It's about people we are impacting knowledge into. So I come and tell people that we're on a fan page. The fan page will have a lot of people that come back to come and watch us and do ABCD. So I don't know why when it comes to we coming to learn, we have just some fewer number of people who really come down to come and then testify to what we are teaching. But I believe that when it's time for us to learn, we need to learn. We are learning. It's not about Councillor Lutterodt. It's not about Councillor Lutterodt. It's not about Councillor Lutterodt. So, the problem is that the man is not believing the wife. And is doubting the DNA. He's not saying the DNA is wrong. The man is saying that the DNA is correct. But the results that he's believing in, he's rather doubting the woman who have been faithful and stayed for 3 years when your sperm count was low. So, a simple story.
What is the problem?
The problem is that a young man, a lady who has married her husband, for the first 3 years of the marriage, now a womba.
Okay.
A womba no. Now, or see, I dear back home, say, I saw them womb de biano. Every single day. Obi obeba sorry program bia you invite me mbom pa man. Na se ba se concussion and so on. Like everybody was helping her to get the child. She want to do a lot of things that she was supposed to do. Clinically, okay, no problem. Obi obeko bia see, I say money mo. Only to find out later, like the second ending of the year of the marriage within the 3 years, that the husband was taking a particular drug. And the girl works in the hospital.
The husband was doing it?
No me drew.
Okay. Was taking a particular drug.
And they do not, in the combination of the combination of the drug nature say, Bema unkomwa touch ma a dry yafa. The wife works in the hospital.
Okay. So
she's a nurse, that's the thing. So she's the thing. And to who you know, one country about train, I can't be said, Bema say, hey, or therefore, ne draw fade and I say, and he says, not say, I no banner juman baby me a juman where they work, they are supposed to go to a particular hospital. And he need to be corner because it's free, no see uncle. Because Nejuma earphone like it's likely the story. So he went to his own doctor. Okay. Fast forward, the woman decided that then if this is where my husband will go, I also do then I'll go. So they all started going to the same place. The man finished his drug, and within the 3rd year, first 3 months before she saw she was pregnant, which was a good news. The husband now had a breakthrough to travel. To go and had a visa lottery at the AB. So he left. But he waited 6 months, saw the pregnancy coming out. Then he left. Now the child is 7 years. The man is in the States.
The man left the wife here for 7 good years.
No, he goes and comes.
Okay,
but like I'm saying, the child in question is 7
years.
years. The man attempted filing for wife and child so that the nursing will come and do blah, 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 blah. Home office in a place demanded for DNA.
Okay.
The DNA came out right now, and the child is not his.
Why?
You see, you ask why. We are asking why. The child is not his. And the painful part is that the man is believing that the DNA is correct, but the wife is lying. And everybody, including the wife's pastors and the friends and the cousins, everybody, all who brought me the woman, everybody is saying we should convince the woman to accept that the DNA in question, she should testify that I am passe wafane chino fan channel. Obama catch him so Obama the husband told her so believe so the doctor may die.
Hey doctor. Stop what I will catch up with and say. Ababa. Our counselor they told him said that the counselor was
that he had sex with the doctor in question. So he's bleeding. He's believing that what the wife is saying is not true. And everybody is convincing the woman said, and what is the woman is being honest that she has never had sex with anybody. And me, with all the things I do, the woman is honest.
Okay, so do you think that when you do a DNA test, no, from so between
me, there is a margin of error in DNA. Me,
you
where I sit,
that?
there are cases that I have had.
So you believe that the woman is honest?
I believe the woman. From where I sit, I'm believing the woman. But everybody is convincing the woman. Say, on kase wa am from so. But that is what the pastor says so. The leaders are saying so. And
but they are basing their argument on the DNA test, right?
Yes.
But they are not believing the woman. Say, woman, no, they all can hear no correct.
But that is painful.
It's painful. But what is the man saying right now?
The man says if the woman says yes. Or the better no.
Onka say or wafanachi.
No, Obama see a statement don't be.
And
the woman is saying say ade baako a bema na be kan kire no nko no tie de o ba ka kire no nko o se o ka kire ne say o believe pa say doctor na o hwe no tie o believe say doctor na o hwe no enna oni nada. I go so many countries say me meet me office. The job I do, I'm telling you, there are women today who have become cold to their husbands.
Because
let me tell you on record, and everybody heard me, they didn't understand. When the issue of Asamajan happened, I intentionally called the management and told them that Asamajan, no matter what the issue is, I told him never to do the DNA. It's not that I don't believe in DNA. I believe in it. But okay. But the way they came out loud, so called DNA, and the stories that happened with Odatenamti and the rest, I told them, men call DNA because if you do the DNA and the results is not in your favor, it will break your marriage.
Okay, yeah.
I could say there are people in my office whose children, Obia, whose children have gone to tell their mother, Daddy took me somewhere, mommy. They gave me a toothbrush. And daddy said they will bring it back. They didn't give it to me again. Mommy, they combed my hair when I went to daddy. So I'm telling some husbands that their wife are aware that they have taken their children to go and check their DNA. And the children came back to tell their mothers. Okay. And the women are so quiet and living with their husbands that, okay, so when you went to check just now, and the results prove that the children are yours, you are quiet in the marriage. What was the reason why you
did it?
There's a man who died in this country who committed suicide. A soldier man who had an UNA program that they gave him. So I'm only in the UN for the man project. Or no so serve children or cannot also send money for UN for the request by they call Akaya Koye Bibiano. He committed suicide and he died. So I know there are stories that are true. I have a story right now in Ghana.
So as for the DNA, you don't recommend that?
No. I don't doubt the DNA. Me, I don't doubt DNA. But I'm saying that
not advise couples to do that because you know that it will definitely bring some form of divorce.
For me, no. For me, the issue is that when my wife says this child is mine,
you believe her.
That is my stand.
Okay.
But if it goes to a point where there is a request,
the need for it, maybe you are traveling.
And the thing is that it's not me. If my wife says it's mine, I'll believe and name the child. But if it appears later by any documentary proof that the child is not mine, it will break me down. Not because I'm taking care of that child, but because the soul of the child is confused. That maybe an ever impregnated my wife for the child to be called forgive, and I've collected the child and named the child Papo.
Serious matter now.
Because no, the Bible says that whilst you were a clot of blood in your mother's womb, I knew you. I know your name. So when an ever impregnated woman, they knew the blood. And they know the name of the because me read the Ibeniakola Matun Crani. Me the Honor Bear me yes, me don't country. Me mission is why is my candy way that your baby I say Ufa Okulechi men kada. But never ever say it because young fan would da.
Na Beman so far
we G for so catch what bottom. Can we confess our sins to each other? Jimmy, we want to do full disclosure. Then are you using FULL or are you using until no one? Until no one. Debbie, until no one. Until no one.
Spirit.
Jimmy. Say me or therefore the same kind of club. Necessity so. It's so. Bema unya kai or say me that chow. The next thing baby say, and wine. Would have been a wine. Which the George Moody wine, Lutterodt. Now, Odi wife.
Now, Mungi news.
Odi wife. And I go, your point is say, why drain it then? And come on, you do that. It's Obiasi or banning confesses say, powers or no, said, Obianin and die.
The woman is insisting that she has not slept with any man. Okay, she's insisting that despite the DNA, she has not slept with any man. It can happen. I go say me see. From 1992, me make a board na your force sa answer na eba name chart for children. Me say, and bema bebre agin kwala bi omo so mo yinuma for mo achi ba me George me say, there are margin of errors in maternity wards because of same gender of children that have been delivered, not deliberate. Because we me say me who you natural, but you need show we are. You go any who adwuma. Who we are, you na beto room. To no brano. Someone be a wo theater. Na afi na de oba. Ade aba ntana ye de akora because you be peja akora na che bankora ni omanu nyina ya pepepe.
Thank you. So there is a margin of medical error that can prove this. Look, as I'm talking right now, there's a big case in Ghana where somebody donated the sperm. Ojino ni share ho ni fertilizer here. Onu so na say home office for ese home fan kola mi nsan bro di 12 years no. Ye di nkola ne ko e ba kokura nya ne dia. Doctor na ko edi ni ampa nya ne dia. So where was the error? But where the again it ye because oni ni kunu ni na ne gina ho ne o pepe ma ye ne kokoba ne say oni ho mpu no ba ne kwa na de ko yanka. But me ya ne say oba ne say ni kunu ne ka kire ne say ono oni mpa say doctor no ni no e ko de ho doctor me di. And she's not able to also to me can't hear Bushon for no Biaka Chen say, I draw my saying, Jesu Keke, who couldn't maybe I know say, is it because Beban were broachy, a Bushon for Jimmy, or Nipa were broachy, or Nipa so be organa? Why is everybody saying can correct?
And whom he has over can correct.
Or the nation. So on Casa or no, why didn't I tell him? The Jimmy also, so you saw better on Fatima with him. There be other na catch and say can kura ondi ntro na on kan fan channel won dey tell duabo hu ya no nyanko panka so slow nyame so ye slow nyame we slow
Numbers chapter 11 me use to see here
nyame ye slow
pastors are not using
nyame ye slow
it's powerful
o see the suffer penny cloth your grandfather na catch and say asimesi kan kura Diabo enya de bone so that because diabo is the form of justice. Wo bon pa ka Nyankopon say di enemy with him. Go and check Psalm 55. O say me nyonko amene nam ekobdi mpaibo ono no wayi miama Nyankopon manimba enye ewusia. What are we talking about? You can see don't go me catch yourself be man do enemy jimi na bete. Say wo catch you say I might be very patched. I've been cool for some time, but I'm getting very, very, very angry slowly because why is everybody insisting that the woman should confess and say it's true she has done it while she has not done it? You see what the woman said? I say, counselor, minyanka meko eduro so ne ehu nokre o eyane ti said de nyankopon no som no ne kura ne nyambaye. God acts at times like a phlegmatic God who delays in procedures because the Bible says that he is not happy for the death of the sinner, but he wishes that all of us will come under repentance. So there are many times that God's action becomes slow. But I'm saying that at this time, why would you secretly tell your wife, I believe the doctor who you brought? You see, look at the analysis. Look at it. The doctor is not a clinical person that the wife brought to. Bear money doctor. Nebani saying na wo bear man wo doctor wo di me command who did this obey me do irada. You are a stupid man. You are a stupid man. Me, you can think I'm taking sides, but I think what a woman is going through right now, no help. Even the cousin is telling her what is a kanokure. No kure ni den. Enti be oba se mini obe ma bia ndaye. Ade na mu de ma dwin bambo se yenko yen twetwemu ntwe se bia yare sabia ne po aba no ko wo ye no. E bia se san bi ne ba hwa na. Be ma ne ejirifo.
Say ujidi say ubano doctor na no yire die easy for you to do a DNA between your child and the doctor. You are not smart. They say you are an intelligent officer in the foreign land. And today, I'm just able to phone. Mo pese mubano. Why you be a kwa brochire? Mo pese mubano. And now I get dying. What will you get out of it? The woman is going through trouble because obiase cannot cry na bema fancha. No cry any day. That's my problem. No cry any day. I didn't share the pastor. Obama from Somonka. Is a woman right? She is saying that I have not had sex with any. He says, ever since I met my husband. So before I met my husband, 4 years, there was no sexual intercourse. Or see, there was no sexual intercourse with any man. Till I met my husband after 4 years. So the woman is not somebody, even if she's promiscuous, or she's saying something that we have to listen. He says, I have not had sex with anybody ever since I married my husband. Let's be careful because this woman can curse everybody forcing her. Look, I don't want to tell her what to do. That is why I brought the discussion. That at what stage will a man take a DNA against the wife? Now Waka says, I honestly believe the woman because it has happened to a friend. You see? This is really serious. Yes, now Waka, it has happened to a friend. I have so many cases. I have one case right now that the man discharged by the The medical director is not admitting to a mistake. And I have an answer for the medical director. Because Bemanatna UK 30 years. Why you Juma in the community service? I say we didn't throw and I brought phone so there. I'm so we didn't throw one shall not say a record so. Or no ne be in expense my on po say wrong. And the Bema de na unju yirindi. We po ye kan wo bedwam. Yes, Matthias say record na ko file mu. So when your wife speaks the truth, will he go and erase the record in the American or in the UK or in whatever country they are requesting for it? I mean, will you take the voice note to them and tell them that I'm sorry, my wife has cheated on me and brought me the child. So the child that I thought is mine. Is that the report you want to go and say? Will you take your wife to go and tell them that? I mean, please. I don't know. The school of marriage and relationship, we are learning. This is also to caution those of you who are watching me. And you have children and you know the children are not for your husband. Be careful. Some of you deliberately had a child. I've met women too who not maybe planned, but they were sleeping with George Lutterodt and they met another guy, and within that same time the other guy too came and then is interested, and they were sleeping with both of the men unprotected. So when pregnancy came, they went to tell the first guy. The first guy said, "Me, I'm not ready for it." I'm sure. Then they went to the second person who has enough money and was ready to marry them. So at the moment between the two of them, they slept the same day. And remember, when it comes to the ovulation period clinically, your ovulation period is 1 day. So when I discharge in you and another man sleeps with you, the first sperm that came is the one that impregnated you, but it's the same day of your ovulation. So when you come and I check for you, once you slept with men at the same time, the first guy who slept with you, unless his sperm is not active, but if he has an active spermatozoa, he will be the first person who impregnated you. 2 people slept with you at the same time, on the same day of ovulation. I get what I'm talking about. So there are issues when it comes to childbirth. But my issue right now is that, yes, it happened to my friend. A lot of people, it has happened to many people's friends on this channel today. Share it to friends. We are learning. What should a woman do? Should she go to a shrine to prove herself? If she goes to a shrine, would her husband believe in a shrine? Because even her pastor is telling her, it means that the husband is siding with the husband. Sorry, the pastor is siding with the husband. Or say ni ma me pe oba again say ni ma me pe na say me banin to me nyesa obia say kanokure na ukuru fancha nokure ne den. Which one is the truth? Why won't you believe that the truth is that can we all believe? Can we all get to a point? Can a husband and a wife get to a point to believe that it is not my wife's mistake, it's the mistake of the hospital? Can you to believe your wife? Can you to believe in your wife? Can you 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 believe in your wife? No. Can you believe in your wife? Why are you thinking that your wife is wrong? Why don't you want to believe in your wife? Can you try and believe in your wife? Well, I said a woman should not say anything. Marry her or let her go. Well, if I am in a woman's shoes, if I am in a woman's shoes, sorry, who is a fool? Shows the end of this marriage, because if a husband don't trust me, then end of so the truth of the matter is that some are believing that what. Don't worry, she's giving Lotto numbers. You know how the way she was married to a fool. I'm sorry, don't mind Akosia.
That guy is a strong guy.
So what we are saying that many, I said that a woman should not say anything. Marry her or let her go. Somebody is saying that good evening, my counsel. It's not about it. I am really trying my best today to manage myself because I don't want to side. My time is up and I have to leave, but I'm saying that what should the woman do? That's the question. Can we have solutions for the woman? Very painful. It's very painful. Very painful. Very painful. What should the woman do? Yes, it happened to my friend. And the problem is from the doctor. Okay, you see what he's talking about. You see what I'm talking about. He says the error is coming from what?
But
he says it's the doctor. Somebody said that's been the doctor. Yes. Maybe not the doctor. We want to blame the midwife. They are midwives. They are midwives who do these errors. The Bible says that when the king wanted to kill the firstborn son, he called all the midwives and gave them the mandate to kill. So midwives are very powerful. Usually it's not doctors. Understand? It's not doctors. But when it comes to IVF, it is the embryologist and the doctor. So IVF is the embryologist and the doctor. But when it comes to normal child delivery, it comes the midwife. The midwife. The midwife. To me, the woman have the right to leave the marriage if she is not happy in the marriage. Well, leave the marriage if you are not happy in the marriage. But watch this. Now watch the secret here. At the moment, if the woman leaves the marriage, everybody will still believe. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? If the woman decides to leave the marriage right now, everybody will say that yes, that's what everybody will think. The woman needs help, counseling, needs someone who understands her to be by her side, so she doesn't lose it. You see, that's where my issue is. Everybody is behaving in a certain way.
I'm saying, I'll say, okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Please, let's have the clarity on the thing. We'll station call. We'll station call from my. The time is soon here. Now when I say we are small. Obi Afro. She's called Obia. And she has a problem.
What problem do I have?
She's too beautiful for a man to marry her.
That's what worry you.
She's too. Now when I say I said she's too beautiful to be a wife of a man.
So who can I be a wife to?
You're asking me. I won't answer. So what should a woman do? The husband is not believing her, and everybody around say, "Kanokre, what is the truth?"
But then, also Kanokre no the betchena. Any who he has over Casacra.
I'm saying no credit then. Yes, it Berman crata or Pesano Crandia, I see a crata when a Juman were bruchre because we did throw.
And you or can say, only will be a dana, am I then?
And so the voice note, remember the director were bruchre say, hear the voice of my wife. She's testifying that she cheated on me. So now the Home Office will give her the freedom. Obviously, it has happened to my friend here. I have too much of that stories. But from 1992, I saw something in the labor ward. And that is why I forced that we should tag children. I saw something.
And you can be
No, I was part of the tag. Lutterodt. No, but the tag, that's what you see. And at the point in time, we also began to introduce husbands and relatives around that when a child falls, one person must testify. I see some comments like, if you don't trust your wife, leave her. In life, never say never. Or some human can change when you... But you see that, listen to the story. The boy has the skin of the father. They say the skin of the boy looks like the father. His stature looks like the father. He resembles the father. The only thing is the DNA. Well, that statement can be. I hate that. Men can be. Who can far our orphanage? I didn't say we are find your orphanage. It's not the same thing like Obako Diabe show. That be the Bama Kowa Bontia, and yet is so bad. And no found. No found. Ukunuko 200 and found. Bama, if a man impregnates 200 women, it's no news. It is when your wife brings you a child that is news. Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, I don't know, but too many distractions, too many unfocused statements. But I think that the solution is that the woman needs help. The first help is that if it's true that the man is believing that the doctor in question is the one who slept with the husband, my first solution is that it's easy for the woman to get closer to the doctor. Get a simple comb of the woman and use the comb to do a DNA to see. Coerce the doctor and do a DNA with the doctor. It's difficult. It's very difficult to live with a man who doesn't believe in what you have said. But this woman, I'm telling you, the woman is speaking the truth. May I be wrong if the woman is lying. But I say that, madam, this is my submission. Never testify to a lie is true so you think it will help your marriage. Immediately you are able to tell your husband it is true. That is the end of the marriage. I also side with everybody that if this is the level the man will go, leave the marriage for the man. Have your freedom. 3 years you were staying down for the man to work on his sperm. He has finished working on the sperm today and he thinks that you are cheating on him. Look, let's be careful with this thing. Because some things can become a burden for you in marriage. Can you side with your wife and say that it could be a medical error? Than rather challenging your wife that she should speak the truth. As for you, the pastors who are telling the wife to speak the truth so that she'll be free, God is watching. And the rest of you who believe that the woman is a spoiled girl so she can sleep with other people, God is watching you. Our head is not like Popo. And there's no transparency or translucent digital whatever on our forehead that shows who had sex with us. But when people are honest, let's leave them with their honesty. I believe that the woman is honest, and if the woman is going through the pain, the husband will call you from Abrochi and say, Obano who to sing, silly talk. Cut him, don't take his call again. I hear no say no. 0277 609 644 0277 609 644 is a contact I use. Any other issue, any other support. I want to say thank you again to all of you who celebrated my birthday for me yesterday. May God bless you for wishing me a happy birthday. I celebrate my birthday throughout the month. I thank all of you who gave me gifts. Those gifts are yet coming. The mobile monies I received from those who gave. If you gave, you know. May the Lord bless and keep you. Let's constantly believe in ourselves within the marriage circle. And by so doing, one day, God in heaven. As for those of you in the hospital, be careful that your errors will not bring us troubles. I thank you so much, wherever you are. 0277 609 644 is my number. If you want to help the foundation, it's 055 000 5077. 055 000 5077. And our Vodafone cash account number is 0507 150 223. I'm grateful for your support. If you're in the US, you want to help the foundation, it's a simple thing. 862-215-2007. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and let's continue discussing this issue. Thank you so much. God bless you. Till I see you again. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.